was just sitting here making this little bookmark, getting ready to paint it. And I was just getting done when my Winsor Newton watercolors came in. I got the 46 piece, and it's called the Studio Set. But as I opened it up, I thought, oh my goodness, I have to unwrap all of these little, I didn't know they'd come wrapped. So I got on YouTube, and sure enough, that's what people are doing, unwrapping each and every one of these little things. So I wanted to be careful not to break them. And so I'll just show you kind of what I've noticed so far. I've unwrapped these relatively quickly. They are magnetized, so once you pop them in, they pretty much want to stay where they're at. And I've learned that if I can't tear it with my fingernail, with these small scissors, I unwrap them, and the outer wrap seems to stick most of the time to the clear wrap. And some of these colors pop out solid, some don't. This one is staying solid, but I always kind of finish unwrapping it, held up, and then I pop it back in place. You wouldn't want to necessarily, if you want to keep them in order, you don't want to pop them all out and then put them back in. I unwrap and put it right back where it was, so these colors are in the right order. So it's not taking as long as I thought, but it is taking time. You will have to unwrap them all, each one. And I suppose you don't have to unwrap them all, but I can't see my color choice unless I unwrap it. And so I'm choosing to unwrap them all. And I'll show you one thing that comes with it. I mean, all these colors, these are so neat. What I got with this is a brush that fits here nicely. And then a color chart, which shows all your colors and some options and directions. And I haven't got to that yet, but that comes with it. So I'm just going to unwrap all these, and then I will do my bookmark. This one, it'll be good examples. This one was done with my old set, which is a cheaper set that I got, and it works fine. This is off Amazon, and it doesn't really say the name, just water paint scent. I think it's just a generic kind, and it does pretty good, and I do have a lot of selection, but I wanted to check a more professional. This is not professional, but it is a step up in the paints, and so we'll see. We'll be able to compare. I'll kind of do the same thing with this church. This was an example. This will be more like a gift that I'll put in a card, just a bookmark to have for somebody. So we'll find out how it goes, and I'm going to keep unwrapping my paints and get started, but I'm excited. So if you can get 24 and then 46, and I think you can even get the travel sets. There's all kinds, but I kind of thought I'd start with all the colors at first. So anyway, if you do get it, do know that you're going to have to unwrap these individually, but once it's done, I think it'll be well worth it. Okay, so I'm continuing to unwrap these paints, and I noticed that the color chart does not have a list of all of these paint colors. There's a number on these. This one happens to be 552, and I thought, well, maybe that's the color. And really, if you had to reorder a color, which these really are going to last a long time, I think, but if you did have to recolor them, this one is raw sienna, and it says on the side. So when it stays in its little pod, you'll know the color. The other thing to let you know is you can touch this as you're unwrapping it. It's not powdery, and it doesn't come off. It's actually kind of slick. So you don't have to be too careful. All of these, you just touch them and nothing comes off. They have to be wet. So I'm going to continue to unwrap these, and I will be glad when I'm done. Oh, one more thing is when you are unwrapping, you may think you can slide this out, and you can't. The outer wrap is glued to the clear wrap, and like the colors on here, but once you take it off, there's no way to keep it straight. So once you take this off though, so let's look at the colors here. This color is raw umber. So this little pod will say that when we open it up. And remember, it might drop out, so I keep a hold of it, but raw umber, there it is right there. So you can keep track of your colors. So let's keep going. Okay, we're finally on the last one of 24. I have to say, I had no idea I was going to have to do this. If you find a better way, let me know. But if I clip with scissors, makes it a lot better. But I'll say, I can feel it in my thumb. Oh, finally, all done. All done. This is so nice. So I look forward to giving this a try. As you can see, I've unwrapped all 24 of these, and there's no flecks of anything. These are solid at this point. There's just a little bit of wrapper left, but this is how they come once they're unwrapped. And again, if you run out of a color on the side of the little bin, this is turquoise. And it gives you the number and everything. And you can reorder what you want. And they kind of are magnetized, so they want to stay in there. And then plus you have this that closes them nicely, and this snaps shut really good. So this is the Winsor Newton Studio set, and it's the 24, and you can get all different sizes of these. And I'll start another video and do the bookmark and compare the watercolors. This is my old cheaper set, and this will be my new Winsor Newton bookmark. But I wanted to give you a heads up. If you do get this, you're going to have to unwrap all of these. And it'll be worth it, though. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I have it. And I'll show you some examples next time. Have a great one.